7 contenders for the Lamar Hunt Trophy are set, and we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Travion Henderson. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Brings up a 2nd and 5.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Dropping back to throw. His first throw is an interception. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Raiders will return this well into the red zone before he's brought down.
The 2nd down pass intercepted. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10.
Go, Reed, go!
And the first carry here for Ashton Genty. And they catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's 2nd down.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Let's go!
This is Genty on 2nd. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Raiders parlay the interception into points. No doubt about it, Brock. They are trying to take him out of this game from the start. And a touchdown on the opening drive, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah, this is one of those situations, Kate, where you and I up here in this booth, we can hear it and we can feel it. This crowd senses an opportunity to dig those opponents an early hole, and before long, might become the grave their season rests in if they don't respond.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Return starts at the 3.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground with Henderson. He's caught just as he crossed the line of scrimmage. Might have picked up a yard. It's going to be 2nd down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Takes the 2nd down snap. Look at that power. Deep left side. And a little bit of big completion block, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. That sets up 3rd down.
Listen, this guy's reputation certainly precedes him in any game he's on the field, but it doesn't always keep QBs away from challenging him, especially early. But you know what will deter quarterbacks? Results, and those are the results he's looking for.
To the air on 3rd and long. Buying some time left. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. They get 23 on that one. And that's a New England 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They're throwing it. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Raiders get the football back across midfield before going down inside the 45-yard line on the return.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First down from the 42. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. He's got a man left. he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And they drop him right after that catch. He's down at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Collins in. Again, it's Bowers. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet. That's a big contested, what I call a gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
They'll go play action. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up third down. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it.
Throw here, third down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
This one's caught. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates now as a receiver in the open field.
2nd and 3 now.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves. Go.
And he brings it in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders pull that in front further, 13-zip. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Carlson adds the extra point. And the Raiders drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
14. Patriots nothing. Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's thrown again. He'll get it completed to Travion Henderson. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Patriots will have a first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, New England.
Henderson's going to take this straight ahead. Saw the lane, hit it quick, call that a gain of 7. Nicely done.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 40-yard line.
We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. It's an early lead for the Raiders. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Patriots football. They have it on 2nd and short. Here's a throw. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's a New England first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the first down.
First down.
Shotgun handoff to Henderson. He is down to the 30-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Staying on the ground here with Henderson. Cuts it to the right sideline. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
Gosh, Kate, I think they got to take another look at this one, see if he actually crossed the goal line. But from our view, way up here, it looked like he was about a yard short now. Now they just got to find a way to finish the job and punch it in.
Henderson does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometimes as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap.
And they take this in for the score. The Patriots making a one-score game in the first half.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with the brains and the processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down. You just put on the show.
Patriots set up.
Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Got a man, it's Dante Thornton Jr. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe block as he's set out. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's pretty impressive, Kate. I mean, to have the awareness, the body control to not just secure the ball, but to keep both feet down on the sideline.
Pass play on first and 10. Throwing this one back at the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take a 13-point lead.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. You got middle field open or close. You got single eye or too high. Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders double their lead to 14. All set now for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And he'll break the 15, but not get much further. Tough field position to start this one out. Patriots lining up. It's first and 10. The give now to Henderson. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Buys time, rolling right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. For the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there's none to be had. No escape out of Bailey.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Raiders get it back after making their third first-half interception.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at the 20-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Completed to his running back. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on first down.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time he's out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal. Jency has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. To the end zone, but incomplete. That play's going to force 3rd and goal.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point.
On it with Jency. And they stop him with just a 1-yard gain. That's going to make it 4th and short. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A gain of a yard.
They're going to try to throw for it. He's going to score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. It's Henderson on the give. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They work against the blitz. He's got it downfield near the edge. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
That's a pro's pro right there. That is one heck of an experienced catch. He made sure to secure the ball, but he also knew exactly where the sideline was to get both feet down.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, he just took his medicine.
Chased out to his right. Catch is made down the right sideline. It's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
On 4th down and 5, the offense staying out there. 4th down, pass coming. He's going deep. And this one's swatted away by a defender, so they went for it unsuccessfully. And now they turn it over on downs. Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Throwing left side, Bowers has it. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options, well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
This is Cox, that's Bowers working downfield. And they're on it right away with that tackle. The stop comes at the 26-yard line.
5 yards on the play. And
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Pass play coming here. Finds the in route complete. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. And there's the timeout from the offense. Just 4 seconds left to go. And that play, that should help them get some points here going into the half. Here's the final play of our first half. One final shot before the half. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. Daniel Carlson out to try this Raiders field goal. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Carlson's kick is good. And just before halftime, Bronk, they're able to add 3 to their advantage. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. And that one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
You know, Kit, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped it.
He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives the backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, we hear about it all the time. A short memory, right? We hear about it with quarterbacks a lot, Kate, when they make a mistake. But it works the same way for a defense, a whole position group. You have got to flush that big play, come back and play the next play, and boy, did the defense do it there.
Caught quickly on the slant. And he'll be brought down at about the 29.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Air it out on 3rd. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to Charlie loose, incomplete.
We see this all the time. The #1 thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
And that's incomplete in the end zone. Could have been 6 points, but as that one falls, Brock, instead just a turnover on downs. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. There's a dive up the middle. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. It does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Catch is made by the rookie out of Tennessee. And they're going to touch him down as they wind up with a nice gain on that play, and they got a new set of downs, too.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. Looking in the air here. And they pick him off again! Picked off by Darian Porter. And the Raiders take over once again after forcing his 4th interception of the night. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to.
He makes it in for the touchdown. The Raiders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Carlson to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders continue piling onto this lead.
Raiders 38, Patriots 7. Daniel Carlson.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
New England bringing the offense to the line. First and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Leo Chanel able to bring him down. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
23-yard line.
Back now, pressure coming. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL game, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Hits his running back. He needed a little more room to reach that line. The stop is made in time. That brings up 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. New set of downs for him from the 31. Going now on 1st down. Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
And that one doesn't get him much, even maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
He's dropping back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game, and failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
Here's the snap on 4th. He's got two running back. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. One of the best play calls of this game so far, Brock. 17 yards on 4th down. That gets him the first. He'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, you're going to do more interceptions.
And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. 1 quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. The Patriots have it, but their postseason run in jeopardy as they trail. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Throwing from the gun here. Flushed out of the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Too much lead on that throw. That throw's incomplete ahead of his target.
That's a throw at this level, so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
2nd and 10, and they'll stick to the air. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, it kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Hey, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Back to one of his favorite targets this drive, but incomplete. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along your route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
He's not going to get there. They hold him out of the end zone, partner, but he's still going to keep this offense on the field. They've got a 1st and goal.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on 4th down, it may mean sometimes thrown into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your...
He runs it across. Touchdown! The Patriots putting up points in a game decided. Dallas on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Patriots get it back to a full 3 possessions now. 24 points.
14.
Now Borregales on to send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. First play is going to be again to Genty. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
He's going to throw it. Brought in by his back here. It's Genty. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Good for a Las Vegas 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard
After play fake, he'll throw. Complete out to the right. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. All set to go now from the 35. On 1st down, Genty. And 2nd down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. They'll throw 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. He's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line. 9 yards on the play. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Coming left is Genty. And this is going to get them all the way to the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Raiders can rest easy with a 3-score lead. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Back to Genty. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1 or 2 yards there. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up third down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
On third down, Genty. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have fourth down coming up. The lead looks safe, but the penalty's staying down. They're going for this. They're going to throw for it on fourth. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and it's exactly what they did.
Trying to find his tight end. So it's second down coming up. I'll throw it. Short pass brought in. They'll give him about that 15-yard line before they're able to drop it. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're first and 3. All set now. First and 10. Pass play now. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked up by Andre Sisco.
Intercepted. The Raiders take over first.
Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10.
Half to 60. Half to 60. Check smash. Check smash. Go check. Go check.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Giving this to Genty. And he finds just enough daylight for a 5-yard gain. It's third down.
Tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.